Good morning, Beach family. Good morning. We will begin our program in exactly 60 seconds. So if you could, please conclude your greetings and find where you're going to be seated so that we can kick off our convocation event. All right, we are at 9 o'clock a.m. Good morning again, Beach family and friends. Good morning. We hope your summer brought exactly what you needed, whether that was adventure or rest, creative work, meaningful reflection, or simply a well-earned pause. However you spent it, we hope you're returning renewed and ready for the year ahead. I am Karen Sissom-Gunn, and I proudly serve as your Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs here at Cal State Long Beach. It is indeed my honor to announce the 2025-26 academic year is officially called into session. This morning, we're joined by members from every corner of our Beach community, from our masterful executive leadership team, our dedicated leaders across the campus divisions, our visionary academic administrators, meaning our college deans, associate deans, department chairs, and our world-class faculty members, to our incredible staff members, program directors, and of course, our brilliant students, our faithful friends, and local supporters of our great institution. I want to give a special shout out to the teams who brought some fun and energy to our morning, if you were able to go out and have some time together before we started this morning. A big thank you to the Shark Lab from the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics for sharing your always popular Shark Shack. And thank you to the Academic Technology Services and iSpace teams for letting you explore those very cool goggles. Go ATS. Finally, a huge thanks to University Partnerships and Civic Engagement for contributing to our opportunity drawing. What a great way to kick off the year. No matter how you're connected with Cal State Long Beach, whether you're here in person or you're tuning in online, we're so glad you're with us this morning. Thank you for being a part of the Beach. So welcome all. As we begin a new academic year, this is a meaningful moment. It's a moment to pause, to reflect on our goals, embrace new developments across campus, and reconnect with one another in a shared commitment to being our very best for the Beach. Thank you for your continued dedication to our shared mission to be a force for public good. Thank you for putting students at the center of everything we do. Thank you for the critical role you play in this collective success, this story we call the Beach. What we accomplish together as a united Beach community is nothing short of extraordinary. Let's move forward with intention, with energy, with purpose, as we shape what promises to be a truly impactful academic year. Before diving deeper into our program, let's pause in reverence to acknowledge that California State University Long Beach is located on the sacred site of Pavongna. We acknowledge that we're on the land of the Tongva Gabrielleño, and the Ahashiman Waneño nations, who live and continue to live here. We recognize that the Tongva Ahashiman nations and their spiritual connection as the first stewards and traditional caretakers of this very land. We thank them for their strength, perseverance, and resistance. Thank you. Friends, convocation is a cherished tradition here at the beach. It's our moment to come together as a community to set the tone for the new academic year, share our aspirations, and look ahead with purpose. This year is especially meaningful as we transition from President Connolly's impactful 11 years of leading our campus to welcoming a new leader. It's a time as we experience waves of change to honor our past and at the same time envision our future. It's our beach community that fuels this purpose. It gives us the resolve to meet the challenges, embrace the opportunities, and rise to the moment. If history is any guide, by the time we reach the end of this academic year, spring 2026, we're going to look back with pride at how much we've accomplished together. Because that's what we do. That's who we are. Who are we? We are the beach. Now we have some cherished guests with us today. Each year we select extraordinary beach students as recipients of the prestigious President's Scholarship. This highly recognized program, both in the state and nationwide, prepares these bright minds for success on our campus and beyond. So, President Scholars, please make some noise and show us where you are. President Scholars and your families and loved ones and supporters, we really thank you for your brilliance, and we look forward to what you're going to do this academic year and beyond. Another highly celebrated group joining us remotely are our very special Long Beach College Promise students. The Promise makes possible a college education for each student in the Long Beach Unified School District. This is a transformational program and is a feature effort for the beach toward creating greater access to education for all. We're excited for you, Promise students, and remember, we're cheering for you. Welcome to our LBC Promise students as well. So thank you, Beach family, for joining together in celebrating some of the incredible students we have with us here today. Convocation is a reminder to connect with our students as the very reason we do this work. They are indeed the center of our why. Our students are the heart of this university. As we step into a new academic year, I invite each of us to pause and consider the kind of community we want to build for our students, for our colleagues, and ourselves. One rooted in purpose, belonging, and a shared commitment to lifting up one another. Now, I have the pleasure of welcoming other voices to our program as they share their vision for the new year. Please help me welcome, at this time, our Academic Senate Chair, Dr. Neil Holmgren. Dr. Holmgren is a full professor in the Department of English and is a staunch champion and advocate for our Beach faculty. Welcome, Dr. Holmgren, to the stage.
Thank you for the introduction, Provost Sissom-Gunn. As the Provost said, I'm Neil Holmgren. I've been an English professor at CSULB for 18 years, and I'm starting my third year as chair of our Academic Senate. Welcome to the academic year. The Academic Senate, in case you don't know, is the main shared governance body on our campus, a deliberative group of students, staff, administrators, and faculty. We are more than a faculty senate. On campus, the Senate is the only organization where all constituencies have a voice and a vote. California law codifies the role of these shared governance efforts. Quote, joint decision-making and consultation between administration and faculty or academic employees is the long-accepted manner of governing institutions of higher learning and is essential to the performance of the educational missions of these institutions. We work cooperatively for 2 meetings each month to develop policies and procedures and make recommendations to implement improvements on campus. We review new academic programs and revise campus policies on topics that affect students, staff, faculty, and administrators, such as grade appeals, tenure, and GASP, the university-wide writing requirement. In preparation for today, I was encouraged to be optimistic, to focus on the theme, Waves of Change, and to help welcome our new president. Talking with you now, though, is a more difficult task than in past years. On one hand, I'm thrilled to thank President Connolly and welcome President Jones. President Jones, I look forward to our shared work this year. Yet I can't forget that we are still amidst the uncertainty of a presidential search, and more broadly, we live in a world where colleges get sued for diversity programs, students get arrested and deported, and governors in other states take over academic senates. Even at the beach, the wave metaphor to me feels tricky. To level with you, beach community, the waves of change sometimes feel like tsunamis, and only a chump would welcome a tsunami with open arms. What then should we do? Of course, we remain committed to inclusion and to solidarity with the most vulnerable among us right now. Undocumented people and their friends and families, starving children, hostages, trans people, researchers, and government workers who have lost their livelihoods. As faculty, staff, and administrators, we cannot let facing disaster cause us to become disasters ourselves. We should be kind to one another, communicate clearly, and be willing to have conversations in a respectful manner. If you see me on campus, I'd be happy to grab coffee with you. Let's get some coffee where we can find it. For the students out there, be ready to learn. When, years from now, you cross the stage at commencement, everyone will still be debating the value of higher education and arguing over what knowledge and skills faculty should teach to make you employable. Remember, learning is challenging. There is always friction. The university's goal is not to produce workers, but to produce you, a person who knows how to live a life that is meaningful, rewarding, and yes, of course, productive. We are rooting for you now more than ever. Have a great year, everyone, and as ChatGPT says, go belch. Thank you. I'm now pleased to welcome our 2025-26 Staff Council Chair, Colleen Ryan. Colleen is Senior Academic Affairs Facilities Specialist at CSULB. She is a valued member across our campus, an integral part of the Academic Senate Executive Committee. I added that. And this year, she is proud to represent and support the needs of our staff members at the beach. Please, again, help me welcome Colleen Ryan.
Welcome back to the beach. And I say that with a nudge and a blink, blink, blink to the staff because I know you were here all summer. And as we know, summers are often the busiest. This year we're talking about change, and obviously there's a lot of that going around these days. And sometimes change is glacial, like soft lapping waves, and other times, as Neil said, it's a tsunami, more revolution than evolution. You're going to hear a lot about the Academy today, but as a staff member, I'm just going to take my privilege and give you a little bit of a personal story. In terms of life at the beach, I have a unique front row seat to change over the years because I grew up a few blocks from here, right around the corner from Tincher Elementary School. And this is my mom. My mom started working on campus in 1976. And here she is standing on the steps of the trailer that served as the nursing department while the new building was being built. And that new building is now the old building. And the trailer was in Lot 12, which was demolished as the site of the new nursing building, which was completed in 2010. And now what is new is old again. My mom was called the department secretary in those old days, and they smoked in that trailer by popular decree. And I used to roller skate over to visit my mom on her lunch breaks, and she would sit in the sun and eat her lunch, and I would swim in the brand new Student Union Awkward Pool. And when I was a kid, we used to attend the Banjo Fiddle contest on campus, which ultimately became the Blues Festival. And this event used to be on the fields north of Brotman Hall, before the Horn Center, before the Pyramid, before the Carpenter Center. And my folks seemed so old to me at the time, and now I just marvel at their stamina and their giant igloo cooler filled with tequila sunrise that they hung from a tree and just drank from all weekend, and they would have been like a whopping 35 years old at the time. And the size of the student population hasn't really changed much since 1977. It was already about 35,000 students then. But the students and their perspectives, quite different over the years. So here I am now a staffer for more than 26 years, somewhere between the OK boomer of my mom and the no-cap digital natives of my kids, sandwiched in like some kind of an institutional knowledge lunch meat. And I've seen a lot of changes, both swift and glacial, here at the beach. The students have changed, the place has changed, the leadership has changed. What hasn't changed is our mission. And I'm here with the same goal in my heart as the woman in the photo. The mission and goal to see students succeed. And I don't think I could possibly do justice in this little time allotted to how important staff are to this mission, whether student-facing or as a silent part of the machine. I haven't met a staffer who isn't proud of being part of this mission, to see learning flourish, to see the culmination of work, tenacity, grit, every ounce of energy that students put into making it to CSULB, and to the growth and change they manifest in themselves while they're here. So here's to embracing change that is evolution, change that is growth, and here's to sticking to our mission of student success always. Go Beach, have a great year. Thank you. Now I have the honor of introducing our new ASI president, Sunny Chiampa. Sunny is a dynamic third-year undergraduate student majoring in political science with a strong desire to pursue a career in politics. He is passionate about student advocacy and is proud to represent Beach students this year as ASI president. Please welcome to the stage Sunny Chiampa.
Well, I want to say, first of all, thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak here today. And yeah, good morning, everyone. My name is Sunny Chiampa, and I have the honor of serving as your 2025-26 ASI president. This year's convocation theme, Ways of Change, couldn't be more fitting, especially as we embark on one of the most significant transitions our campus has seen in recent memory. At ASI, we are riding what can only be described as a transformational wave of change, one that we have spent years preparing for, and one we now have the responsibility to lead through. After more than a decade of advocacy, planning, and persistence, the expansion and renovation of the University Student Union is officially underway. While this project brings with it a great deal of logistical complexity and short-term disruption, it also represents something far greater. It represents an opportunity to realign our campus with the values and needs of our students. Change is never easy. It brings uncertainty and often hesitation, but it also brings progress. And in this case, the need for change is clear. While the USU has been a campus staple for over 50 years, for the last 15, it has struggled to serve the growing diverse and dynamic student population of Long Beach State. Many of the faculty and staff and administrators that serve this incredible institution have watched the student union outgrow the campus and have watched as it has aged and deteriorated. And let's be honest, when was actually the last time the escalators were even working? The Future U project is more than about escalators, and it's also more than about a building. It's about building a future that centers student belonging, accessibility, sustainability, and wellness. It's about a future that truly reflects the caliber of our students and the excellence of this institution. The values and visions of this project and of this university are deeply personal to me. As a child with autism, I often was underestimated and I was placed in special education. And I was told that I couldn't succeed, and I often faced assumptions about what I was even capable of. But I was fortunate enough to have parents who believed in me and fought for me to be in a place where I could thrive. And later, as a teenager in the foster care system, again, I found myself trying to belong. I was navigating through unfamiliar spaces, and I didn't always feel seen or understood. That changed when I came to the beach, and I joined ASI. I found a supportive community and discovered a passion for advocacy and student leadership. I found my voice, and now as the ASI president, I'm using my voice to make sure that other students feel empowered to use theirs. This role means a great deal to me, not only as a platform for advocacy, but also as a personal legacy. Last year in December, I lost my father to stage 4 liver cancer, and I told him that I would become the next ASI president. Fulfilling that is something I carry with deep gratitude and deep pride. This year, I'm committed to ensuring that every student is supported and represented, regardless of their background or identity. We are entering a time unlike any other we've experienced before, and during this period of transformation, I am focused on maintaining exceptional student experience. I will work to expand resources and opportunities, advocate for those facing housing insecurity, and champion spaces for those with disabilities. I want every student to feel seen and valued while their time at the beach. Even without a USU, students can still find their home at Long Beach State. To our faculty and staff, thank you so much for being the anchors of this university, and thank you for your scholarship, your mentorship, and your unwavering commitment to student success. I look forward to partnering with you this year as we ride these waves of change and build a future that reflects the best of the beach. Thank you so much.
Thank you to all of our speakers, and in particular, Sunny. Thank you so much for your energy, for sharing your story. You are truly inspiring and an example of what we do and why we do what we do every day here at the beach. Thank you so much. And our students are so lucky to have you as their advocate this year. This year's theme, Waves of Change, Honoring the Past, Envisioning the Future, of course invites us to reflect on where we've been and to, at the same time, imagine what's possible as we move forward. It's especially fitting as we reflect on President Connolly's 11 remarkable years. Her tenure has been defined by a bold vision, steady leadership, and a deep commitment to student success, inclusive excellence, and innovation. Please enjoy this short video in tribute and homage to her, highlighting just a few of the many milestones and accomplishments that have shaped our campus during her legacy here at the beach. Enjoy. I think I speak for this community to say thank you so much, President Connolly, Jane, as she preferred to be called because she was a person of the people. We thank you so much for the 11 years that you shared your extraordinary leadership to lead this campus to new heights. Thank you so much, Jane Close Connolly. Today, we're taking a moment to center the power of our past achievements and positioning us forward. As we meet this moment in history, we proudly hold a list of incredible achievements that can be attributed to the dedicated work of our faculty, staff, administrators on behalf of our students. It's important to recognize and relish this moment, to savor the fruits of our labor so that we can enter this new academic year with our energy set on right. As you saw in the video, we're ranked number 3 among national universities for promoting social mobility. Just this year, Cal State Long Beach was recognized as one of only 27 high-research national universities that are also successful in promoting the social mobility of its students. We've also seen strong gains in our first-year persistence rates across all first-time students. Our fall 2023 cohort achieved a persistence rate of 86.2%, a clear sign that our efforts are making a difference. These rates continue to trend upward, and that's thanks to the dedication of everyone in this room. Thank you for the work you do. And oh, by the way, we see you at Beach XP. Not only is the beach recognized, programs within our colleges are also recognized. Just this year, the College of Engineering was ranked number 23 in the United States of America, these United States of America, and number 6 in the state of California for best undergraduate engineering programs without a standalone doctorate. That is worthy of a clap. The College of Health and Human Services School of Nursing was ranked the number 1 best nursing school in California. And single digits, number 5 in the nation. The College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics is the #1 producer of BS in Mathematics and Statistics degrees throughout the whole CSU. The College of Liberal Arts Human Development Program is ranked #2 among human development BA programs in the whole CSU. Folks, that's your beach. Locally, when we think about achievement and innovation here at the beach, it shows up in so many ways, across disciplines, across classrooms, the fields of play, studios, all the way across the student experience. Our faculty are leading the charge in imagining how learning will evolve as artificial intelligence becomes even more integrated into everyday life. Some of that work may have already caught your attention this morning during breakfast. It's exciting to note that 4 of our faculty members were recently selected as awardees in the CSU AI Educational Innovations Challenge, further propelling this important work ahead. You'll hear more about their work a bit later. We're also innovating through academic design. This year, we've expanded 5-year bachelor's to master's pathways across multiple disciplines, giving students a more efficient path to advanced degrees and careers. And this fall, we proudly welcome the inaugural cohort of our Doctor of Public Health program, only the 2nd program of its kind in the CSU system. Other recent additions to our academic portfolio include a Doctor of Nursing Practice, a BS in Cybersecurity, a Master of Science in Geographic Information Science, and a BA in American Indian Studies, as well as a BS in Biomedical Engineering. These are complemented by new graduate offerings in Criminology and Criminal Justice, and Linguistics with a Teaching English as a Second Language focus. Our past and current achievements have important impact. Our 4-year graduation rates have more than doubled over the past 10 years. Yes, because that is an example of the why. These results don't just happen. They are strategic and they're worked toward every single day. As we embrace change in society and higher education, there are waves of change that we encounter. The demographic cliff, shifting ideas about the value of a college education, world matters, and more. Nonetheless, our message is clear. At the beach, we're committed to advancing our mission, not with fear, but with purpose. Purpose includes agile pursuit of opportunities, stewardship of our resources, and creating space for students, faculty, and staff to be successful. While this world around us may feel uncertain, trust that we will continue to advance our mission every day. We will continue to celebrate our increases in retention and other measures of success. We will continue to work toward improved servingness for our diverse student populations, serving all students. That's all. And those of you who know, you know where we're going with this. And if you care to, say it with me. That's all with a capital A, capital L, capital L. Thank you for the 2 of you that did so. Let us not forget that one of our strategic values is diversity is our strength. When we acknowledge this strength, we can overcome obstacles and we can achieve our greatest ambitions. All told, this moment invites us to reflect on the progress we celebrate today and how the vision we hold for tomorrow will be shaped together by our signature as a community. We are the beach. That's yesterday, that's today, and that's forward. This academic year marks a significant moment of change. In the midst of this change, we reaffirm our unwavering commitment to our core values. We view this change not as a disruption, but as opportunity, an invitation to deepen collaboration, strengthen community, and shape our future. In the spirit of this year's theme, and in celebration of the creativity and collaboration happening across our campus, I'm excited to introduce our next segment, Envisioning the Future. This is a showcase of bold ideas, impactful projects, and cross-divisional efforts that are already shaping what's next at the beach. To begin, please join me in welcoming to the stage our Vice President and Chief Information Officer for the Division of Information Technology, Min Yao.
Thank you, Provost Sesam Gang. Good morning. It's a pleasure to welcome you back for another exciting academic year. I hope you all had a restful summer. As we gather here today to launch the fall semester, I would like to thank you for your continued support for our IT projects and initiatives. Over the summer, our IT team has been hard at work upgrading technology infrastructure, enhancing cybersecurity, and improving Wi-Fi coverage across the campus. We've also introduced several AI-driven tools to help support learning and help campus improve services. Now, I'd like to share with you a short video that summarizes our recent work.
At the forefront of innovation and progress at California State University Long Beach is the Division of Information Technology, DOIT, a team often working behind the scenes to transform how we learn, work, and connect. With a dedicated team of 90 professionals, DOIT is modernizing the university's technology infrastructure and reimagining how technology supports learning and operations, creating a smarter, more efficient campus. Through its Smart Campus initiative, DOIT is introducing and refining technologies to improve access to services for students, employees, and the broader community. From streamlining online applications to pioneering advanced artificial intelligence tools, the team is leading CSULB into the future. As part of this initiative, DOIT has deployed AI-powered tools and backend systems to optimize daily workflows and boost productivity. These tools include Microsoft Copilot, ChatGPT EDU, Adobe Firefly, Teams, and Zoom AI companions. In the academic space, these innovations are helping students and faculty access information more easily and efficiently. The Canvas Course Copilot, an embedded AI assistant, offers students real-time academic support by allowing them to interact with course material with personalized feedback and guidance on assignments. It also promotes accessibility with voice commands, text-to-speech features, and multilingual support. To further improve communication and student support, DOIT has implemented tools such as AskLB, CSULB's 24/7 chatbot that assists with questions about campus services. In spring 2025, a new SMS-based chatbot was launched to assist students and families with commencement-related questions, handling more than 2,000 messages. DOIT also introduced a virtual help desk with on-demand video support, making it easier for students to receive assistance wherever they are. Support is available via phone, video call, in-person, email, or an online service ticket. Looking ahead, DOIT is exploring the use of AI-powered voice agents to further extend support availability across phone, SMS, and chat platforms. The division has also enhanced the physical and digital campus infrastructure. DocuSign has been deployed to streamline digital signature processes, ensuring secure and consistent document handling. Digital display directories help visitors navigate campus and essential systems such as Canvas, Adobe, Microsoft Office, and tech hubs like the Horn Center and Spadell Technology Center, which are all efficiently managed to support academic success. Accessibility remains a top priority. DoIT ensures that all web and mobile platforms meet required accessibility standards and is committed to ongoing improvements for greater inclusivity. In support of academic research, DoIT provides a high-performance computing environment that enables cutting-edge research opportunities for both faculty and students. Aligned with the university's Beach 2030 Future of Work initiatives, DoIT has implemented digital signage in learning spaces to improve usability, developed a space utilization database to help departments maximize their resources, and is piloting a new event management system for simplified mobile-friendly room reservations. The Division of Information Technology is instrumental in keeping CSULB safe, smart, and future-ready, creating a more inclusive and enriching experience for everyone at the beach.
A special thank you goes to the Beach 2030 strategic planning team for helping us make this video. In the coming academic year, we'll be focusing on 3 key areas. First, enhance our technology infrastructure. Second, maintain a secure digital learning and work environment. And third, implement more AI-assisted services. At the Division of IT, we are striving to empower the campus community through technology. Now, it is my pleasure to welcome our VP of Admin and Finance and our CFO, Scott Appel.
The Division of Admin and Finance is a large, quiet division. We run operations here at the university. We've got finance, budget, human resources, facilities, capital construction, police, parking, events, equity and compliance, the research foundation, and athletics. We make sure everything runs smoothly, whether it's finding a parking place or ensuring classroom lights are on. We build the buildings, you can pick up our paychecks, and we help students with their financial accounts. And we got a lot of folks here. Cheer if you're from the Division of Admin and Finance. I've invited a few of the leaders from our division to share with you some of the initiatives and how we're planning for the future. They're standing right over there. Right now, they're there. We don't run the microphones for this event, though. That's another division. Good job, Min.
Is it working now? All right, all right. I promise I'm better at building than this. Hi, I'm Mark Zakor. I'm the Associate Vice President of Beach Building Services. Thank you for having us here today. You know, most days, Beach Building Services, we find ourselves behind the scenes of this university. You know, we keep the lights on, we keep the air flowing, we keep our buildings safe, and we spend a lot of time figuring out how to close roads and parking lots to inconvenience you. We do, I'm sorry. It's kind of fun. You know, but we're more than just maintenance and construction. You know, over the years, I've spent a lot of time working my way into cross-divisional meetings, academic meetings, where Beach Building Services never found ourselves before. You know, we listened, we offered our expertise, and we took on your goals like they were our own. Along the way, we've shown that Beach Building Services isn't just support in the background. We're your partners to help shape the future of this university. When you dream big, we build. For nearly a decade, I've worked with student affairs to tackle one of the greatest barriers our students face, housing insecurity. Out of that trust, La Playa Residence Hall is now rising. 108,000 square feet, 424 new beds, and open fall of 2026. But it's more than just numbers for us. It sets a benchmark for affordable housing in higher education. It's one of the first of its kind in California, which is mind-boggling to me. It creates supportive, affordable environments where students can thrive. Thank you, Student Affairs, Beth, Daria, Fatu, you guys have been a great partner. We're not stopping there. We're heavily pursuing faculty, staff, and family housing, graduate housing. We're testing new delivery models to bring down the cost of construction. We've even explored creative ideas like the reuse of old big box stores that are empty. With environmental approvals now built into our master plan, 2035, I placed us at the head of the line, and when the right door opens, we'll be ready to take advantage of that opportunity. When rising costs are threatening our projects, we set out to build something no other university has done. We built Facility Project Services, and many of you have used us. We call it FPS. We combined our skilled trades, our interior designers, and all our in-house professionals, and we built our own construction team, our own design, permit, build team right here. To date, we've delivered more than $12 million in projects, and we've done it at a cost point of 25% below market. We're nimble, and our work is better. Recent projects like FCS childcare building, interior renovation of the existing building, the College of Business Advising Center has all proved that when we trust our people, when we use our talent, we can do the impossible. You know, across facilities management, we have progress everywhere. Our campus is growing healthier every day. Just look at our urban forest, look at our trees all around us. We've planted more trees in the last 2 years than we've done in the last decade. We're relentlessly trying to get to our presidential climate commitment goals. And this is what we stand for. We don't have barriers. We believe in universal access, and we have a relentless drive to make this campus better. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Michelle Laws, and I'm here representing Human Resources Management and Associate Vice President Marita Swanson. New this year in Human Resources is the Beach Staff Development Center, which is located in the library on the second floor. This is CSULB's one-stop shop for staff to empower learning and unlock possibilities through career advancement, staff engagement, and partnerships all in one place. The staff have really embraced the center, participating in many events and workshops. To date, we've hosted 77 events with over 960 participants. Thank you. In other exciting staff news, the Beach Staff Development Fund is in its third year. It's funded 140 staff members to participate in over $130,000 of professional development. The fund was created by Beach 2030, and it's meant to really encourage and supplement staff learning. The future looks bright for all staff and faculty, and we're here to support you on your journey. Thank you.
Good morning. I am John Baraki. I'm the Chief of Police here at the Beach. I'm going to share a little bit about how we are fostering a diverse police department. The University Police Department's current police officer demographic is 44% Hispanic Latino, 18% Black or African American, 26% white, 4% Pacific Islander, 4% two or more races, and then 4% German short-haired pointer, which is our detection dog, Porto. The University Police strives to reflect the cultural diversity of the campus, and we're working towards that. Students, faculty, and staff can thrive knowing their safety is in the hands of a community-centered department. Another initiative that we're working on is the 30 by 30 initiative, which is a national effort to increase the representation of women in policing to 30% by 2030. With the women already comprising 27% of our police officers, the University Police is well ahead of the national average, which is only 14%. Thank you. And we are well on our way to that 30% goal by 2030. As the department continues to grow and prioritize diversity and inclusion, it sets the foundation for a future built on more community trust and engagement. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Bobby Smitherin, and I'm the Director of Athletics for Beach Athletics. It's an exciting time to be a part of Long Beach State. Last year, our student athletes showed what it truly means to excel in the respective sports and in the classroom. We brought home 4 Big West Conference championships in the sports of men's water polo, men's golf, beach volleyball, and men's volleyball. And in the classroom, our student athletes were just as impressive, posting a 3.20 spring semester GPA and a 3.25 cumulative GPA. Yes. In fact, 67% of our student athletes earned at least a 3.0 GPA, and 47% made the president's or dean's list. This year, yes, thank you. This year, I invite you to see that excellence for yourself. Come out to a game, help us create a home environment that is Long Beach built, and watch these incredible young people represent our university with skill and passion. And if you want to be a part of the action all season long, faculty and staff season tickets are only $49 per sport, but only through the end of August. And looking ahead, thanks to our friends at BBS, our new pool is set to open in January 2026, creating exciting opportunities for our water polo programs, kinesiology classes, and the Long Beach community. And to close, the beach is home to champions, national champions. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2025 NCAA Division I Men's Volleyball National Championship Trophy. Let's go Beach! Let's go Beach! Let's go Beach! Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So in closing, our division works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We're always here. Our chief, who you just heard from, is going to retire at the end of December. I have to sleep with my phone because sometimes things happen in the middle of the night. And, my phone rings, I can see it's the chief calling. I get that horrible feeling in my stomach because I know chief is going to say, "Hey, Scott, it's chief. What are you wearing?" If it's really bad, then I call the president. So, Andy, expect that phone call. Anyway, if you see one of our employees on campus, please say hi. It's nice for them to be recognized and be seen by all of you. And we'll say hi back. Now it's my distinct pleasure to introduce my beloved colleague, our Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. Beth Lesson.
Good morning. You know, I had a script written for this, and it was a cute little riff on what we did for our summer vacation, nod to Colleen Ryan. But after listening to Sunny Chiampa, I'm humbled, and I'm inspired, and I don't feel like being cheeky right at this moment. Instead, I want to talk to you about how, when the summer hits, Student Affairs and Enrollment Management roll up their sleeves and get to work diligently. Some of our student affairs professionals spend more time on campus in the summer than any other time of year. It can be our peak period, it can be our hardest time, whether it's bringing in orienting and bringing in all of our brand new students, or certifying GI Bill benefits for our student veterans, or orienting our new students with disabilities to their accommodations. Our Student Affairs and Enrollment Management staff spend the summer working their hearts out for this campus and for the students. And I watch them do it with commitment, with talent, and with compassion. I know you know many of them. If you're here from Student Affairs right now, can you give a shout out, please? And I didn't want to just do that to beat Scott Appel. But I wanted to do that to show everyone that wherever we're gathered, Student Affairs is there, strong and loud in support of this campus, and always, always in support of our students. To illustrate some of the things that we did this summer, for all of you, I'm bringing together 4 members of the Student Affairs leadership team who will share all the things that we've envisioned and built this summer for the next year. Jeff Kloss, Associate Vice President and Dean of Students. Daria Graham, Associate Vice President for Student Engagement and Success. Damian Safala, Associate Vice President for Health and Wellness. And Silvana Cicero, Associate Vice President and Chief Operating Officer for ASI and the Beach Shops.
We had planned this really cool dance on the way out, and unfortunately in warm-ups, people saw my dancing and said, let's not do that. So, this summer, as Beth pointed out, was a tremendous summer. We had one major mission in mind: welcome the future of CSULB, and we sure did. Our new student and family programs team oriented over 11,000 new students this summer at SOAR. Yes. And so many of our departments and services were out there at the resource fair helping new students and their families navigate this huge campus and feel supported. And we know that feeling supported, it helps build that sense of belonging. In close partnership with Academic Affairs, we enrolled again one of the largest incoming classes in CSULB history. This achievement builds on momentum of last year, when we welcomed our largest incoming class in fall 2024. CSULB has always drawn record numbers of applicants, but this year was different. By working closely with the associate deans, staff, and really everyone across the campus, we figured out how to welcome and welcome back more students than ever before. Our incoming students are walking into a community ready to support their success for years to come, and it all started this summer.
Thank you, Jeff. While students were preparing to arrive, we were preparing the campus to support their voice, expression, and belonging. Over the summer, we updated our time, place, manner policy, also known as TPM, incorporating important feedback from our campus community to make it cleaner, more useful, and more inclusive. We're also working closely with Dr. Kevin Johnson and the Center for First Amendment Studies to create a new resource guide, and we're developing exciting tools like overlaying TPM zones on our interactive campus map and creating engaging video content that brings this important policy to life. Our Speak Boldly and Listen Bravely initiative continues strong over the summer and into the fall, offering training and dialogue that promotes respectful communication, active listening, and courageous conversations across our campus. We are building a campus culture where every voice matters.
Thank you, Daria, and good morning, everyone. So last semester, we launched the new over-the-counter pharmacy app through Student Health Services, giving students, faculty, and staff fast, affordable access to care products. Hundreds of people have accessed this service and taken advantage of it, so please do. This summer, we hired 5 additional CAPS counselors, bringing our counseling center to its highest staffing level in CSULB history. Last year, we also introduced a powerful new tool, mental health support simulations, a gamified online training experience for faculty and staff. This is available 24/7 and in English and in Spanish. And this resource provides certification in how to support students through their most challenging moments. It's interactive, accessible, and designed to help our entire campus community feel confident in recognizing and responding to mental health concerns. And lastly, we have something brand new this year. For the first time ever, we will offer dental care to students. So starting this academic year, CSULB students can access dental services right here on campus through their student health fee. Thank you.
Now, let's talk about the future of our campus and the future you. As our ASI president noted, this summer marked the commencement of a transformative renovation of the USU, a project that will redefine student life when it opens in fall 2028. While the USU undergoes construction, essential services and seating locations have been relocated across campus. New pedestrian pathways have been established to ensure accessibility for everyone, and campus programs will continue to be hosted through various venues. We invite you to take a walk through our beautiful and newly upgraded Friendship Walk stairs, which will be fully completed by the end of the semester. In other and more delicious news, we're bringing a diverse range of dining options to our campus community. We've launched new partnerships with the Habit Burger Grill, Higher Taste Plant-Based, and we're in the process of installing the new Coastal Coffee near the College of Business. We've also reimagined the Beach Hut, and yes, we're even adding a new boba vending machine. Yay. Finally, we wanted to extend our sincere gratitude to our students and all our campus partners, with special acknowledgement for the Division of Administration and Finance, Mark Zakor, Colleen Ryan, their teams, and the AS staff whose contributions have been invaluable to the project. Together, we are building a legacy and a future full of possibilities.
So our boss is amazingly humble, and she's going to kill us for doing this, but she is a national award winner, and we'd like to at least share some details.
You don't often get a chance to congratulate and thank our own, and Beth Lesson wouldn't tell anyone that she was the recipient of the NASPA Region 6 Outstanding Vice President Award this summer. It's an honor to work with you and for you.
I'll get you later. Thank you. While I'm saying thank you to my extraordinary team, and I think campus-wide we know that they are truly an extraordinary team, not only talented and graceful and committed in their own right, but also incredible with one another. The grace and the teamwork that they exhibit daily truly humbles me. Not only do I thank them, but I also want to thank Mark Zakor and BBS, because we spent the majority of our summer not only paying attention to the continued progress of the La Playa Hall project, but planning what is the biggest, most complex construction project in the entire CSU history. And we did that together, and we continue to do that together, while making sure that every single one of you continues to have access to the food, and yes, Neil, also the coffee, that you so desperately need every day. Thank you to Mark Zakor and to BBS. I also want to thank our academic deans and associate deans for their phenomenal partnership. You'll hear soon that we've hit record numbers this year, and it feels like we're constantly beating records at the beach. But I want to be clear that there's no way we could have done that without the unwavering partnership of our academic leadership. So thank you so much to our deans and associate deans for working so closely with Donna and Stephen to successfully bring in record numbers again this year. We appreciate you so deeply. And finally, once again, I want to say thank you to our incredible student affairs and enrollment management staff. I see you. I see what you do every day. Even when folks aren't here to watch, I'm watching, and you do it so gracefully and with such dignity. I'm so proud. I'm so proud to work alongside you. Thank you so much. Now, it's now my pleasure to introduce the Vice President for University Relations and Development, the inimitable Daniel Montoya.
Good morning. How you guys doing today? It's a joy to be here as we begin the new academic year, a year full of momentum and purpose. Before I go any further, I simply want to say thank you Turn to the person next to you and say, thank you. Now, what are we saying thank you for? We want to say thank you for your belief in this university. Thank you for the way you show up every single day. What you do creates opportunity, opens doors, and transforms lives. I want to shout out one of my own. Christina Salvador, 30 years of helping to build this philanthropic commitment. Christina, raise your hand and be recognized. I also forgot to say, where are my URD people at? And that's why I'm here today, to talk about three things. Why a culture of philanthropy matters, how each of us play a role in that process, and how together we carry the mission forward. You know, when people hear the word philanthropy, they often think it's about numbers and asking for people for money. And yes, the numbers are important. The No Barriers campaign raised $313 million. Last year, we raised $44 million. And we're closing on the $1 billion lifetime support to this university here soon, and that deserves a round of applause. But the numbers aren't just the story. The real story is belief. It's connection, and I want you to remember that word, connection. It's ownership in this mission we all share, and the best way to see it is through our students. Let me tell you about Madison, a first-generation engineering student. She commuted long hours, worked 2 jobs, and still pushed forward. Then a scholarship gave her a space to breathe, a space to dream. Now she's on track to become a structural engineer. That's what belief looks like. Or Paige, she almost dropped out because of an unexpected car repair, but a $1,500 emergency grant kept her here. That wasn't just money, it was stability. And it was this university that was saying, we got you. And then there's Maria. She came in as a transfer student, an inspiring teacher, struggled in her first math classes. A donor-funded program gave her tutoring, mentoring, confidence. She didn't just pass, she became a leader, helping others succeed. That's philanthropy, paying it forward. Sometimes a gift doesn't change one life, it changes many lives. A friend of the university, Mario Giannini, believed in the power of language. His gift launched our Center for Translation Studies, and today classrooms are filled with global voices, students who aren't just learning words, but building bridges of meaning. Dr. Clarinda Donato, where are you? Raise your hand. Thank you for showing Mario how amazing your program is. And then there's a moment I will never forget. A Guardian scholar, resilient, hopeful, but living on the edge. Tuition overdue, housing uncertain, carrying the weight of doing it all alone. Then one donor stepped in. The single act of belief changed her life. She stayed, she graduated. And when I saw her walk across the stage, cap in hand, tears in her eyes, tears in my eyes, I didn't see a student. I saw hope fulfilled. So what does it take to build more stories like these? Honestly, it comes down to 3 simple things, and I want you to remember these. Feel, speak, ignite. Feel the mission. Let the purpose of this place ground you. Speak the story. Say thank you. Share what's working. Shine a light. Ignite action. Mentor somebody. Invite somebody to campus. Celebrate your coworkers' successes, because one spark creates momentum. When we do that, when we feel, speak, and ignite, philanthropy stops being just a department's job. It becomes a movement that belongs to all of us. Let me say that again. It becomes a movement that belongs to all of us. And here's the truth. Philanthropy doesn't begin with money. It begins with meaning. So this year, I challenge all of us to feel the pride of this university. Speak about the lives being changed here. Ignite action that draws others into our mission. If we do that, we'll be the university where no one will question whether they belong, because our actions will make it clear that they do. Feel, speak, unite. Think of one student you've helped. That's your why. Carry it with you. This work is bigger than fundraising. It's about human flourishing. We are bridge builders. We are belief holders. We are that spark before the fire. Philanthropy lives in our stories, in our spirit, in the way we treat one another. Together, we can transform lives one act of belief at a time. Let's make gratitude contagious, because people will forget the words that we spoke, but they will never forget how we made them feel. So I say, let's have a great year, and can I get a Go Beach on 3? 1, 2, 3. Thank you. And now I would like to welcome Provost Karen Sissom-Gunn back to the podium.
Thank you, Dan, and to all of our campus partners for the wonderful walkthrough of all of the extraordinary things that are going on cross-divisionally on our campus. And Dan, we certainly thank you for that very somber and heartfelt walk through the spirit of philanthropy that you just took us through. We look forward to those exciting projects. As we continue and conclude the Envisioning the Future segment, I'm honored to introduce the final showcase of this segment, the Division of Academic Affairs. Academic Affairs, where are you? We've got our deans, okay, associate deans, our department chairs, our incredible staff. Let's give one big shout out because you are the bedrock of the Beach Mission. 2 words, enough said. So let's recover a bit of time. With more than 6 million adults in California with some college, no degree, and the increasing emphasis on career pathways that don't require a degree, Academic Affairs is pursuing the dual mission framework. The dual mission framework. This framework focuses on supporting not only degree-seeking students, including those who've stopped out and comebackers, but also new majority learners that expect and require upskilling and reskilling. By offering flexible degree programs, certificates, and micro-credentials, built by faculty experts and informed by market data, Academic Affairs' dual mission ensures our educational offerings are relevant today and adapt to the needs of tomorrow. Our dynamic approach is rooted in the belief that higher education should serve all learners, whether they're on their educational, wherever they are on that journey, whether it's a first-year student entering a traditional degree pathway, a returning adult learner seeking new credentials, or a graduate student advancing their research and expertise. We meet them where they are, and we propel them forward. This is a model of a DNA molecule and the double helical structure that is characteristic of this molecule. Like this double helix, our dual mission is built on 2 tightly woven strands. One is focused on expanding access and equity through inclusive undergraduate education and guided pathways. The other strand is committed to innovation and advancement. From emerging AI-integrated classrooms to responsive graduate programs and lifelong learning opportunities. Together, these strands form the strong, flexible structure that supports our students, drives our academic vision, and keeps the beach moving forward. I'm proud to introduce our next speaker to share how Academic Affairs is envisioning the future. Please give your attention to Chris Swarrett, Dean of the College of Professional and Continuing Education. And by the way, this is a 3D product that was developed by our very own Academic Technology Services. Shout out to ATS. Chris is going to be accompanied by other friends in Academic Affairs. The stage is yours, friends.
All right, well, thank you so much, Provost Sism Gunn. Now, I'm not very good at keeping with a script, and I'm a little verbose. So, I think we need to talk a bit about those AI assistants that you mentioned earlier. I need to be kept on the straight and narrow. Anyway, as our provost mentioned, we face a future wherein students will need access to the beach at different points in their educational and professional journeys, whether returning to complete a degree, joining us for the first time later in life, or coming back years after graduating. We are working across campus to leverage resources and systems to better support the unique needs of these changing student populations. And as we consider new programs to meet industry demands and student needs, we are prioritizing access to micro-credentials and certificate programs that will help meet these students' demands. As part of Chancellor's Office-led participation in a national collaborative and working with faculty in the colleges of business and natural sciences and mathematics, we started offering free access to Google Career Certificates for current students earlier this year. Working with colleagues in University Relations and Development, CSULB alumni, and the Career Development Center, we started bringing these certificates to alumni in Club 61+ this summer. In about 8 months, we have seen over 900 course completions by current students and alumni, placing the beach at the forefront of this system-level initiative. The strong interest by alumni and students shows that today's learners are hoping to enhance their current studies, build their resume, or gain skills that have become important since they graduated from CSULB. Skills related to AI use have, unsurprisingly, been one of the most popular certificate courses in this initiative. And speaking of AI, Heather and Sarah will now give us an update on some important faculty-led efforts to prepare us for a future wherein AI will play at least some role.
Thank you, Chris. Hello, I'm Sarah Norazari, an associate professor from the College of Health and Human Services Healthcare Management Department. We are proud of 4 of our faculty members who were selected as awardees in the inaugural CSU Artificial Intelligence Educational Innovations Challenge. Our proposals were among 63 selected across the CSU system from a competitive pool of over 400 submissions. The selected CSULB proposals and faculty are Claudia Barulas Yefremian. She will explore AI literacy by integrating AI instructional material into undergraduate business courses. Jerry Lawson. She will explore large language models as co-researchers.
And me, I'm Heather Macias from the College of Education, Teacher Education Department. I will explore how AI can support retention for teacher education. And my colleague here, Sarah, will develop ThinkMate Edu, a faculty-guided AI-supported learning environment for critical thinking. We commend all faculty who submitted a proposal. Their ideas and initiatives speak to a broader culture of academic creativity and inclusive excellence at the beach.
Our faculty are doing amazing things. Some even serve a dual role as an academic advisor, and advising is vital to student success. It's often in those one-on-one conversations with a professional or faculty advisor where a student finds confidence and a clear path forward. This past spring, over 100 members of our advising community came together at our University Advising Institute, ready to collaborate, share ideas, commit to changes, and imagine new ways to support all, capital A, capital L, students.
That's right. And as part of that change, under the leadership of Dr. Paul Henderson, Executive Director of University Academic Advisement, our Guided Pathways to a Beach Major program is helping students find the right academic home sooner with the tools and relationships they need to thrive. We're connecting advising teams, coordinating proactive outreach, and building a stronger, holistic network of support. As we look ahead, we'll keep clearing the way and make every interaction in our advising a step toward belonging, purpose, and progress. These waves of change will carry our students to the opportunities beyond graduation. Now, welcome Interim Dean of Graduate Studies, Dr. Dina Perone.
Thank you, and thank you, Dimitri. Did you know that in 2025, the Bureau of Labor Statistics indicates that the fastest growing careers require a master's? Curators, archivists, historians, counseling psychologists, health professions, mental health professions, others, chemists, biochemists, physicists, PT, require a doctorate. And we are proud to prepare over 5,500 graduate students to meet this demand. Our faculty, you, are ready to launch this AY to inspire, transform, and empower our graduates, whether they are entering a new field, advancing in their current one, or boldly changing careers. But our graduate students do not just fill these jobs. They lead, solve global problems, serve the public good, and become engaged and vocal members of their communities. At the heart of their journey are our graduate advisors, our grad center, our thesis and dissertation office, committed to breaking barriers to the graduate degree. We demystify the application, fund attendance at conferences, mentor, offer workshops on resumes, writing, and the hidden curriculum, because we at Grad Studies at the Beach believe in all students' potential to succeed. Now back to you, Provost Gunn.
Thank you to the brilliant thinkers we're so proud of in academic affairs, and they also understand that 6 minutes is 360 seconds. Thank you for staying on point. Let's move right along. It's truly inspiring to see all of this creativity and collaboration. I'm so proud now to have the distinct honor of introducing California State University Executive Vice Chancellor, General Counsel, and Secretary of the Board of Trustees, Andrew Jones, who on Monday morning will begin serving as our acting president. Before we turn the podium over to President Jones, let me just give you a little bit of background on him. Prior to joining us, and over a span of 25 years, President Jones served the CSU in various roles, most recently leading the CSU's Office of General Counsel for the last 7 years. He's a proud alumnus of the Beach, where he earned his bachelor's degree in business administration before earning the Juris Doctor at UC Davis. President Jones also served as the CSU's Deputy General Counsel, as team leader for OGC, that particular unit's business and finance team, and served as an assistant secretary of the Board of Trustees before being appointed secretary. He was the CSU's interim vice chancellor of system-wide human resources for a year and served as counsel for various CSU campuses. He even served as counsel here at the Beach for almost 10 years. So this is really welcome back. Beach family, join me in greeting our new leader, President Andrew Jones.
Thank you, and thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. Good morning. I am honored to be here as we launch a new academic year. And while I don't officially begin my new role until Monday, as Karen said, I can't imagine a better way to start than to be here with all of you at Convocation. Although I may be new to this role, my ties to Long Beach State run very deep. When this 75, or I guess soon to be 76-year-old university was not yet 30 years old, I arrived here as a first-year student. Like so many of our students, I was the first in my family to attend college. I wasn't sure how to navigate the process, but I knew that Cal State Long Beach was right here in my hometown. And I knew it was not only a great university with a stellar reputation, but it was also accessible and affordable and welcoming. And it was here that I thrived. I was taught by outstanding faculty, and one in particular, Professor Barbara George, changed the trajectory of my life. She encouraged me, she mentored me, she invited me to serve as her student assistant. She inspired me to become an attorney, and she wrote my law school recommendations. We stayed connected long after graduation, and years after law school, Professor George invited me to serve on the Dean's Advisory Board for the College of Business. And she opened the door for me to teach as a lecturer in the College of Business. Because she remained interested in my career path, she made an effort to introduce me to the then General Counsel for the CSU, which ultimately inspired me to leave big law firm life and devote my career to a mission that I passionately believe in, which is preserving access to an affordable, quality higher education for all, just like I was fortunate enough to have here at the beach. I've spent the last 25 years working to advance that mission, and for about 10 of those years, I had the honor of being assigned as the CSU attorney for Cal State Long Beach. In short, this university and this devoted faculty member changed my life. And by the way, Professor Emerita Barbara George was kind enough to join me today at Convocation. Thank you, Barbara. Because of Barbara and people like her, I know firsthand the power faculty have to transform lives. And I know that in this room, there are many, many Barbara Georges, faculty, staff, and friends of the university who will teach, inspire, and mentor students this year, just like Professor George did for me. That is the secret sauce of this university. Another very important connection I have to this campus is the Japanese Garden, where many years ago, I got down on one knee on the bridge over the koi pond and proposed to my amazing wife, Elizabeth. Thank God she said yes. Elizabeth is the mother of our two wonderful daughters, Catherine and Emma. She's my partner in all things, and she's with me here today. I'd like for you all to meet her. You've already heard today about last year's accomplishments and the opportunities before us. I know you will embrace those opportunities and make them soar. But we must also face serious challenges: a state budget crisis, divisiveness over the war in Gaza, and an ongoing barrage of political attacks on higher education that challenge who we are and what we stand for, and that leave many in our community feeling anxious and unwelcome. In my role as General Counsel for the CSU, I've been working daily on these very issues in Sacramento, in Washington, with higher education colleagues across the nation, and with CSU colleagues across our campuses. I've been meeting regularly with the governor's senior staff and with leaders in the California Attorney General's office. And I've represented one of our CSU presidents in a congressional hearing on anti-Semitism in Washington, D.C. We have built strategies and tools to respond to these attacks, to protect our students, faculty, and staff, and to defend the values that make higher education strong. I bring that experience and that toolkit with me into this new role. And for however briefly I may be in this role, I will stand with you in meeting those challenges and any other new challenges that come our way. In times like these, leadership is not about having every answer. It's about showing up with integrity, listening with intention, and acting with candor and courage. In my new role, I am committed to leading with these values. I believe deeply in the mission of this university, to be a place where learning thrives, where all are welcome, and where diversity and equity are not just celebrated, but are essential to who we are. Our North Star has not changed. We will continue to protect academic freedom, elevate equity and inclusion, and ensure that every member of our community is seen, heard, and valued. I know this won't be easy, but I also know the strength, talent, and resolve in this room and in our community as a whole. Together, we will not only navigate these challenges, we will rise to them and emerge stronger and more united in our purpose. In a year from now, if we could look back and say that we honored our differences with respect, that we met our challenges with determination and integrity, and that we kept our focus on student success, then it will have been a very good year indeed. I am so grateful to be back at Cal State Long Beach to serve alongside each of you and to celebrate all that we are going to accomplish together. Thank you very much, and go Beach.
Beach family, continue your applause for our new leader. I speak for all of us, I'm sure, when I say we're so excited to work with you, President Jones, and your family and support group. We welcome you back to the beach. Let's go. Let's go. This concludes our convocation. Thank you all for attending our 2025 session and helping us launch what promises to be a meaningful and impactful year. We wish each of you a year filled with success, prosperity, compassion, fulfillment, and joy. Thank you again, and as always, let's do it together. Go Beach!